Hey guys, what's going on? It's Noah, and today I have a pretty awesome story about my freshman year, and how this kid got straight pulling out of a car. So let's get into it. So my freshman year, I was walking down in the student parking lot, and I saw like a water bottle fly out of one of the cars and hit this guy walking from his car, and he had a drink in his hand, so he threw it, and it went into the other guy's car, and I guess it just made a mess, and then he walked up, he opened the passenger door and pulled the kid out of the car, and it was just crazy. Like threw him on the ground and I don't know. He went into the passenger seat, and I just saw a bunch of ruffling around, and then he kicked the car and ran off, which is kind of a douche move because I think he put a dent in it, and dents are pretty expensive to replace nowadays. They always have been expensive, never been cheap, and it's just it's bizarre. This kid just I don't know if they were friends, if they were just messing around or not, but for you to just throw a drink at somebody, which is that's not even nice to do in the first place, but maybe they had some beef going on, I don't know. And then he was running away, and the car just kind of turned around and drove off. They didn't really bother to go after him, and I don't. It's just like I don't even know how to explain it. When he pulled the kid out of the car, there was just a bunch of yelling, and then all these other kids around the area came around and got into it, which probably wasn't the best idea. Later that day, I saw the same kids in the principal's office, because in our school we have a ton of security cameras all around the parking lot, and there's light poles in the parking lot with cameras on them, and I guess they monitor them pretty often to find out about this, which kind of sucks for the kids that got into the I don't know, fight, I guess. But I went up and tried to talk to the kid. I asked him hey, what'd you steal? And he just said I stole a bunch of Swishers and a couple dollars, which is pretty funny because I mean freshmen with Swishers, I don't know, cigars kind of gross, I guess. I've never really tried one, but he didn't really care that he just yeah, I just stole some Swishers. And both of them ended up getting suspended for this. Our school is really strict about violence. I don't know why they're so strict. It wasn't even really violence. It was just friends messing around, I guess, if that. And it was hilarious because when he got thrown on the ground, he was just stunned. He was laying there what the hell just happened? And he kind of looked at his hands because he fell straight on his hands and skinned them. And a couple days later, they made up and they're all friends now, which is it's funny how guys can just be so violent towards each other and then the next day just be perfectly fine. It's kind of awesome. But when girls get in a fight, even if they're just messing around, girls can take it in such a serious way, and it's just weird how both genders handle things so opposite. Sometimes they can get pissed and start hitting each other, or guys can just mess around and just I don't know, fight but not really get mad. They're just fight and mess around and they won't really do anything about it. There's nothing, they're not gonna stop being friends or just buddies, and that's how guys mess around. But with girls, I feel they always got to be so fake nice to each other. It would not be any fun to be a girl. There would be no time for anything as a girl. You would always it'd just be boring. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. Thanks for everything.